Hello everyone and welcome back to another Black Clover mobile video. So we are back with the tier list video. So just a disclaimer, this is my own opinion, this is based on my own experience playing the game, and if a character is in a lower tier, that doesn't mean that character is bad. That just means that the character is not very good in the current meta, and it could be very good in the next season. Who knows how the meta will change, but this is basically a PvE or PvP tier list. But if a character broken in PvP, it will most likely be very good in PvP. And if a character is very good for PvE and is lower on the list, I will highlight that character and I will say that that character is very good for PvE. But this is mostly a PvP tier list because you can use whatever you want in PvP, and I'm using only, or I'm ranking only the SSR characters, but I'm using two SR. They are basically SSRs, they do basically the same job, and I feel for me I can't play PvP without either of them or one of them on my team. So let's start with the tier list. Let's start with the SS tier. By the way, these labels, you can name them whatever you want, Z plus, S plus, whatever you want. This is just labels. But let's start with the SS tier. For me, the two best characters in the game, hands down, the Seasonal Noel and the Julius. So let's start with the Seasonal Noel. This character actually does everything. So why is Radius right here on the S plus? Because of his shield. He gives you a crazy amount of shield that makes your team survives. And why is Noelle is here? Because she gives you shields, she gives you counters, she does a lot of damage, a lot of AoE damage, she can wipe a lot of teams. With her skill page also she can heal, so this character basically does everything. She is one of the best characters in the game. Now let's go talk about Julius. Julius is how do I say this? He is very crazy, and also his element helps him because he is blue, and he is also the best counter for our red character right here. But this character is crazy, and one of the craziest things he can do is actually revive. So if you have dupes on him, this guy will actually revive when he die. He is a very fast character because of his ultimate. He can kill, and his ultimate does a lot of damage, and if it doesn't kill, it's guaranteed stun, but he will most likely kill. He will gain an extra turn. His skill number 2 slows enemies, AoE damage, a lot of big damage. His skill number 1 gives him mobility, and when this guy just starts killing and taking turns and getting speed and mobility, I mean, there is nothing that can stop him right now in global. So Julius, crazy character. I think Julius is a bit better than Noelle in my opinion because of his typing, of his revive, of his bullshit that he can do basically. So and now let's go for the S plus tier. These characters, the Valtos and oh my god, I'm losing names. I'm getting old. Valtos and Finral. These characters, for me, I can't play PvP without one of them on my team. They speed my team, I take the first turn and I win. This is basically it for PvP. I mean, when real-time PvP comes, maybe the meta will change, maybe they will not be useful, but playing versus AI, going first and killing them very easy makes the PvP very easy. If you don't have either of them built, I recommend you to build at least one of them and use him in PvP. So Valtos kinda better in PvP, slightly better, and Finral slightly better in PvE. Both awesomes, both very good characters. So now let's go talk about Mars. Listen, if you want to put Mars in the SS plus tier, I will not hold you. He is crazy. This guy tanks, gives your whole team debuff immunity, he can stun the team, basically does everything also as a tanky character. Makes your team survives, stuns the enemies, and the debuff immunity is crazy. That's the thing that makes most of the debuffers that don't work if you have this guy on your team. Very crazy character. Lotus also, you can put him in the SS tier. Crazy character, makes the enemy team take a lot of damage, slowing them, and as you guys know, in turn-based games, speed is a very important thing. Yeah, so Lotus, crazy annoying character to place or to play against, and very fun to use him. So Radius. The only reason Radius is here, listen, all of these characters you can put them in the SS tier. I mean, maybe not the Asta and the healers, but Radius you can also put him in the SS tier. His shields are crazy, and this is the reason why he is on the S+ tier. I mean, his skill number 2 gives you defense, very nice, but his shields, and you build him with magical power, and he scales off magical power like Noel. His shield scales off magical power. He gives your team very good shields, and the mono green team will be even better in the future. Radius, crazy character, a very good value. The seasonal Asta. The seasonal Asta, I put him right here and not in the S tier because of his typing. First of all, I mean, you will find if I think people summoned on Raya and Licht, and this guy actually can one-shot Raya, and with his skill number 2 can basically proc the immortality for Licht. He is basically crazy. He does a lot of damage, a crazy amount of damage. His multipliers are crazy. I love the red Asta, even though one of the best units is blue and Julius can one-shot him, but I still recommend building him if you have him. Crazy character Asta, I love him so much. So now let's go to the healers. We have also on the S+ tier, we have the seasonal Charmy and the seasonal Mimosa. So these healers basically they heal your team, but in different ways. So the Mimosa, as you guys know, you build her with magical power. Her healing scales off magical power. The more magical power you have on her, the more healing. She does have revive. Her skill page is crazy on her. Very amazing healer. But the Charmy also heals, but on a different way. She doesn't heal your team directly, but gives you the heal over time buff. So yeah, she does heal, but on a different way. So Mimosa heals your team directly, but the Charmy gives your team the healing over time. Both crazy healers, both very annoying to face against in PvP. So now let's go for the S tier. I have these three characters, these three supports, all crazy. Gauche, the seasonal Gauche, I did a showcase on him. Very crazy, especially I mean, he is basically on the same banner with Noel. Maybe if you want to summon, maybe you can get him. His sunlight, intense sunlight, very cool and unique buff to your teams. Also with Vengeance, very nice character. I mean, Vengeance can be very good with Julius. He speeds him up, and you go with Julius and you wipe the enemy team. Also with Sally, especially with red characters, and guess who is the most broken character? Noel. So Sally, very good, especially for Noel. She gives crit rate, crit damage, all attack, magical attack buffs. Crazy. Her skill page also is crazy. Very nice support characters. Now we go to Fana. Fana, I think, should be lower than these characters. I mean, these are not in order. It just occurred to me. So Fana, where is she? Fana, very good. I use her only for PvE, but she can be used in PvP right now. I mean, we don't have a lot of broken characters. I mean, we will get 2 broken characters, but yeah, I mean, Fana, very nice AoE damage. With the right build, she can maybe wipe the enemy team. Very nice. Licht and Raya. Licht, basically, the thing I like about him is his dual attack or combined attack with Raya and his immortality. Plus the crit rate buffs he gives himself, very unique. Raya, I like Raya better than Licht. This is my opinion. Raya can actually nuke, but yeah, I mean, you know, they are whatever. Noel will come out and they will basically be denied playing in PvP. So maybe some of you will be surprised because I'm putting Rill here, but Rill can be annoying, especially in defense team. He can stun, he can defense, lower the enemies. He can be useful actually, even though I mean you could put him in A tier. I think Rill is a very solid character. And he is very underrated. Maybe he is overrated, I don't know, but from what I am seeing, not a lot of people talk about him. I think he is underrated with the annoying stuff he brings to the arena. So the red Yami, I would say he is better than the blue, of course, in PvP. His combo with Vengeance giving him counters, very annoying, but that was good, you know, for some time. When the real PvP characters release, you will see that this guy is, you know, nothing compared to them. Also the blue Yami, I use him only in PvE also, but he can be useful in PvP, even though he won't do damage, but he can stop the healing of maybe you find a team with 2 healers or maybe 1 healer, you can deny them from healing with his skill number 2. His ultimate basically deny another ultimate and another skill number 2 from the enemies. His value is very good. I like him better than the red Yami. We have the red Charlotte. Charlotte can be very RNG dependent, so I use her only for her skill number 2. This is the only reason I use her. She lowers the defense of the enemies, but if you get the mark on the enemies and maybe you ult with Noel and you kill maybe 1 or 2 of their teams and they did have the mark, you gain extra turns and you basically guaranteed to win. So this character can be very good or can be good. Basically can be good or can be broken. Charlotte, I like her very much. So we go to the A tier. I mean, these characters, you know, very solid, all of them. Not bad, but not good. A tier, you know, they can be useful in some scenarios, but there are a lot of better characters. And for the B tier, so let me talk about Jack. Jack for PvE, I would put him S or S+. He is a nuker. You can find him very useful, but in PvP, I don't know, man. I don't know. You would rather use Julius or this guy? Come on, man. So yeah, and this guy. Let me not talk about him. So yeah, basically this is what I think the season 2 meta is gonna shape out to be. I mean, and don't forget, this is my opinion. I think these are all of the SSR characters we have on the game. For SR characters, I mean, you know, some of them can be useful, maybe Vanessa, maybe Sally if you want to put a tank, but yeah, the other SR characters not very useful in PvP. But yeah, this is what I think are the best characters overall, and maybe the next season the tier list will change. Who knows? We will have to wait and see how the meta will shape out. So just to repeat my disclaimer, this is my opinion. If a character is on a lower tier, that doesn't mean they are bad. No, this is just a snapshot of this season 2 meta and what I think you will most likely see on PvP. You will basically the S+, the SS and the S tier, you will most likely see them a lot in PvP, especially the SS and the S+. You will find them a lot in PvP. So this is basically it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you guys have a different opinion, please share it in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.